All right, hello wine drinking people. We are back. It's Friday, February 25th, and it's time for what I drank yesterday, and we had an epic day here in the store yesterday. Some great winemakers and some of the leading people from the Piedmonts, producers from the Piedmont, and a great tasting to review, so we'll get right to it here with our friends from Clos Pegase Winery. It's nice to see, people you would consider old friends, and even though I never met this gentleman before, the winemaker for Clos Pegase, I have been drinking these wines for the last 20 years. And, one of the landmark wineries in the Napa Valley. We sent a lot of people there over the years, a wonderful art collection, the winery up in Calistoga, and some very good wines. I was really pleasantly surprised with all of the juice coming out of this property. And the first three wines were $20 a bottle for all estate bottled juice. Great stuff. The Sauvignon Blanc Mitsuko's Vineyard comes from Carneros. It's the largest vineyard in Carneros, 230 acres with 3 small parcels that are Sauvignon Blanc Muscat clone. And this is 40% less productive and so a little less vegetal, but nice lychee and passion fruit notes on the nose with grapefruit citrus and a whiff of that fresh cut grass, maybe just a little bit that defines Sauvignon Blanc as a varietal. And this is the only one wine that they use inoculated the yeast with. The rest of the wines at Clos du Bois, they use the native yeasts available to them. No malolactic fermentation and a nice amount of fresh cocktail-like fruit on the tongue with some bright acidity and some mineral notes showing on the finish. A really nice little Sauvignon Blanc, leaves the tongue salivating for food. One of the things we love about Sauvignon Blanc. All right, next up we had the Mitsuko's Vineyard Chardonnay, also from Carneros, a single lot Chardonnay, 120 acres of Chardonnay they have down there, but they only use about a third of it, and they sell off the rest of the juice. And they've got a diverse array of different geological and clonal stuff happening in this vineyard here. And this adds to the complexity of this wine. A little bit of fresh buttered toast notes on the nose with some vanilla spice and a little creme caramel, some lovely lemon citrus here, and a ripe apple and pear fruit. A really fairly rich style of Chardonnay on the palate, slightly oily texture even, and a nice hand of oak here and some minerally showing up on the finish. Again, a really nice little wine for $20 a bottle. Excellent. And not quite as heavy-handed with the oak as it used to be, but still, it's a pretty big style Chardonnay. Next up, the Merlot. Lovely, sweet, plummy, jammy fruit here. Black cherry, a really nice little hint of sweet tobacco, spice, sage, and sweet herbs. Blended a little bit with Petit Verdot and Cabernet Sauvignon. This wine's got a lovely amount of plummy fruit on the tongue and really nice stuffing here, some sweet tobacco and spice on the finish, and some lovely smooth and round tannins. A nice little Merlot here. Again, at $20. Wow. State bottled wines from Napa Valley. Okay, next up, the Cabernet Sauvignon, and this is a blend of 2 vineyard sites in Calistoga, Jericho Canyon and Applebone, and then a third in Carneros, the Graveyard Hill, and lovely black currant and cassisberry fruit here with some fresh floral notes and fresh black cloud earth and dark cocoa spice, and turning a bit chalky on the finish, but hey, this is Cabernet Sauvignon, man. It's got some tannin to it, all right? And this is young. It's 2007, a great vintage in Napa Valley. Some phenomenal wines from Clos du Bois. That wine wasn't $20, it's $40, but hey, it's Napa Valley Cabernet, folks. All right, next up, we've got our new friend from Scavino, Paolo Scavino Winery from the Piedmonts.